EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We go set. 180.
58. Come on. All day, punk.
Monday.
And 58 is a month.
On first down, Stafford here. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down, Detroit.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
21.
From the 38, Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
Stafford on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, okay.
Running, it's Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Okay, Mike, 40.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Watch twist. Max, watch. Mike.
Murray now on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go.
Murray again, second and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long.
I'm coming. 33. Bang, 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 back set. Bang, bang. Hut.
Murray with a third and long. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. On first and 10, Stafford brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. C.J. Anderson with it. There's a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Hey, Red! Hey, 22!
2 yards on the
From the 35 on second down. Stafford and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Shift.
On second down, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
That's good for Cardinals.
Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, 36 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Come on, baby. 57's the mic. Watch it.
Hey, Haywood.
Get him. 57's the mic. Mike 57.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The pass. 57's the mic.
First down at Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Ready.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lady!
They're going to need some therapy after this. He's coming.
10, alert!
From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford, and the catch good. It's Eifert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
180! 22!
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there.
It's run.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
50-50. General West. Omaha, ready to move.
He won't be ready.
Hey, Alpha.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, here we go. Check 26. Check 26. Check safety.
Hey, 22!
Throwing on second down. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Cut his left. Cut his left. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
49, check 49, check 49.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Jim.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Set. Go 20. 22.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a first down throw. Stafford will set up the screen to McCoy. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
They were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go, baby.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Cardinals' 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey, high 7.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford, Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Well, Stafford, he finds McCoy. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Alert!
58 Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. At 58 is a mic. Go here. Watch the screen. Check 9.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. This is Grant, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Go to base. Mike, I got wide. Ball trot. 58, right over there.
Now on second and 13, Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
That's where you belong.
Third down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Ready?
Here's Grant. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Jones. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Set! 280! 20 hot! Like 7! Out! 22 jet bomber! 22 jet bomber!
Now a play fake here on first down. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Stafford now. Pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
32!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford is for his running back, McCoy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Stafford, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Pick it up!
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
You got it.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
22! And let's pin the mirrors back and go full smooth. Protein spill.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Omaha, ready, blue.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Set, you're waiting.
58, the money. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run forward with Anderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Chandler Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the crowds.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Drill right, 22.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so it may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with a field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
Well, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey!
Shotgun now from Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Check Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Mike 58, right there. You're not ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford steps away to his left. Complete. It's Johnson. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check three, check three. Check the backer, check the backer.
Easy, alert! Bravo!
Stafford. And that's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, give me a radar.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike.
Throwing again to Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. They'll run with Drake. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Check three, check three, check three.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Let's go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. His throw incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Set! Get us 20!
Mike, 58, right there.
Like 7!
58 to Mike, 58.
Bud! 20 hot! 20 hot!
On 1st 10. Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers and tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again.
Easy, easy! Hey, Echo, 61, Matchbox lights.
Go 58's the mic. Man.
From the gun on third down, Stanford. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep it.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Hey, Zoo. You mine.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Stafford down the throw. He gets this with a Garcon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
I want that. Give me 40 gun. 40 gun. Give me that ball. Give me that.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Let's go on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go, defense. It's our time. Wide. Get wide.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Now Murray off play action. Throwing over the middle, but It's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Go 58's the mic. Get your swerve on. 58, boys, 58, 58.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, baby.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 31, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check, check, check.
Murray now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Kirk, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.